Hello, everyone. Hope everyone's having a good Sunday. I just wanted to come live on stream and share my first experiences with Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. I know it got off to a very rocky start. Apparently, they anticipated only about 200,000 people getting onto the server at one time, and it was closer to about, I don't know, I think it was closer to about 800,000. So it basically bogged the whole server down. So yeah, it was kind of a little bad planning, I think. But I believe over time the game is going to improve, right? We just have to be patient. I mean, there's things right now that don't work. There's some of the mods for some of the planes that didn't come over. The structure's different. What else can I say about it? From what I've heard, the VAT sim doesn't work. So if you're still flying VAT sim, you have to still use Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. But over time, folks, the game is going to be good. From what I've seen, I've done some initial playing around, flying around, things like that. And overall, I'm impressed. Okay. There's a lot of negativity out there. It is frustrating, especially when you buy the premium pack, and that was delayed over for the folks over outside of North America. So you get that, and then on top of that, that delay for getting the premium package or the Avatar package. Now you have all this other problems, right? You can't even get on. But overall, it's good. I'm kind of mixed about the actual streaming the whole video game, or the whole sim, I should say. Because, number one, if you lose internet, you're SOL. You can't do anything really online. However, on the flip side, they can push down updates automatically, right? So every time you log on, you should have the new features or the updates, as long as the caching of those Microsoft servers work correctly. So we'll see. We'll give it time. But I am very excited. I hope they can put VAT Sim with 2024. That way I don't have to kind of switch back and forth. Because in my Cessna 172 now, some of the features that I liked with my mod has actually come over. I can actually open the door now with the native. It actually has the sun visors, which I like, except you can't move them to the side, I don't think. I was fooling around with that the other day, and I just couldn't get that to work. But at least they can cover my eyes for the most part, because I hate flying into the sun and not being able to put some type of sun visor. When the scenery does work, it is really cool to see that the change of seasons. Right now we're November, and you can see the trees that actually lost the leaves. It's pretty impressive. All right, so what I wanted to do for the remainder of the stream is to actually continue into the career mode. So as you can see, there's different things you can do. I'll just do a little bit of a brief overview for you guys that may be new to Flight Simulator 2024. But the first one is a world photography mode. And you set out on these different journeys with these different conquests. And you're supposed to go find like certain things and take pictures, and then it logs it back into the game. So that's pretty neat. You can also do activities such as flight training, rally race, low altitude, landing challenges, discovery, custom content, right? Those we pretty much had in 2020. So The only new things are the national championship air races and the rally race. Those look fun. I haven't done that yet, but we'll see in the future. Challenge League. Don't know how much this is, but I think you can. There's certain things you can do, like events that you can actually challenge other people. So that kind of looks neat. And we are week 1 because it just released last Tuesday? So. But you got like Rally Race, Grand Canyon, Low Altitude, Pyrenees, and Precision Landing on some type of, it looks like an oil rig, maybe? Or is that a ship? I think you're leaving this the port or maybe the ship to go out to the oil rig over here. I haven't tried those, but again, plenty of things to discover. And then you have free flight, which is what it was in 2020, right? And then the marketplace. Now the marketplace is not live yet. It will be coming soon. But I do want to show you guys one thing. If you don't want the default place where you download things, right? You can actually change that by going into from the marketplace, or I should say, let's back up from the marketplace and then to my library. And then over here by the search box to the right, there's a cog. If you click on that, now you can change where your storage is actually going to be, right? So right now my community folder is on the C drive, but I will probably be changing that here soon. But it will allow you to change it, and then you can open it here. So for a lot of people asking, where is my community drive? This is where you can find it and change it. So these are where I copied some of my mods, but I can change this. And I'm probably going to change it because I actually had installed the game on my D drive, and I'm going to match my content to where the base of the game is, right? I have a separate drive that I'm set up where it's just dedicated to 2024 stuff. But you'll be able to see everything that you install from the market space. Oh, what is this? This is new. Hold on. Let me see. Most of the stuff is going to be streamed, right? But for whatever reason now I have something called installed. I don't know what this is. Okay. Let me stop here. I actually was having problems. I had selected earlier my mods that were in my community folder for 2020, and I put it in this other folder, content community folder, but it was wrong. The place that is correct is where I just got done showing you by going into my library to the search and to that cog, and then it gives you the path. So I noticed that this just showed up for my mod. So this is actually my mod. But I haven't been able to find that. But let's do that before we get into career mode, which is what the title of the stream is. You know, I kind of just wanted to do a little bit of an overview, and then we'll get into that. But let's drop back and let's see if we can actually find that one mod, which is my aqua, the color of the plane. So let's just do a free flight for right now. Okay, so I picked the plane, and let's go to the Cessna 172. And once this is highlighted, and you can actually see by the little check mark here, that it's selected, that plane is selected. And right now it's on cargo. It keeps changing back to cargo. So this is one of these bugs that I mentioned, which is super annoying. So what I want to do is change to the G1000, right? For whatever reason, it keeps changing to this cargo. So I don't want the amphibious. I actually want this one, the G1000. And then we're going to go to livery. And let's see if I can find my mod. Because it saw it. See, I didn't see, my mod's not in here. Let's see if this does anything. Nope. See, it says not installed. So what the heck? Do I have to, oh, there we go. What's more options? Nope. So do I have to enable it? Community. These are just my filters, so let's just do everything. Untag that. Go back up here. Nope. See how it says not available or not applicable? I'm wondering if it's not really compatible, even though it shows. Let's try this again. Could it be here? This is the variant. I don't think it's going to be here, though. Yeah. This is the one we want. Official. We'll check it again. Yeah, see, I don't see it. Even though it tells you that it's installed, there was an NA. So that kind of tells me that there's some weirdness going on. It's probably not compatible. The other thing that there's another bug, right? There's a ton of bugs. So I'm going to show you something else that kind of annoys me. When you click on identification and you try to change the tail number, I would like to have GSPKR for game speaker, right? But for whatever reason, it doesn't save. Maybe I have to hit enter. Okay, maybe I have to hit enter. Let's try something. And now, save that. Let's just drop down to a ramp from my home airport. Many of you know that KJYO is my home airport. And let's just go into the flight and see what happens. Maybe I wasn't hitting enter. But I think I had to because I wouldn't have gotten the save and exit. We'll see. What is that? Yeah, see? Okay. It actually starts you outside now with the flashlight. So you can actually check the plane. But check this out. The tail number didn't change. Even though it was in the box, it didn't change. You can also do third person. And check this out. After you go under the wing, it automatically will duck. That's kind of neat, right? You can come over here. You can move the ailerons. Down, up. You can move it, the rudder to the... Okay, I already did that, so it's not gonna let me. Come over here. Let's see. Actually, let me go here. It might be easier. Yeah, so you tag it, and then you can kind of move it. What the heck? Look at this! Look at that! Guys, did you see that? That's another bug. The friggin' plane came right into my airplane. What in the world? What was that? That's another bug. So anyway, here I would have to rip this off. Let's see, what is this? Can I zoom up? Take that out. Take the engine cover off. Right? You can do the pitot heater cover. Take that off. You can check the tires. Check this out. Let me go first person. Where are we? So I get up and close. Remove the chocks. Check the tires. Okay, there's a bug because earlier I'm able to tell you if you hover over that, it will tell you the tread life. So there's some weirdness going on right now. But anyway, I want to go back. I want to get out of this. I didn't want to spend too much time, but just I was trying to check the tail number, but it's not working. So we're actually going to get out of that. And we're going to, let's see, the main menu. And we came here for the career mode. So we'll have a look at that today. I've already started some of this.
Out there. I'm sure you will
but
get your PPL
we'll
in
continue.
no time.
All right, let's go.
There's a laptop in the office that shows all the certification information you'll need for your PPL exam. Take a look.
Okay.
Here you can see all the different certifications you can pass throughout your career.
So it looks like the one we have right now is the PPL, or the private pilot license, right? So we'll
Your first step is to work towards your private pilot license.
Okay. What's this glossary? Oh, okay, so let's do this. Let's see what the PPL is. Private Pilot Licensed Airplane, right? Allows you to fly a single engine airplane in good weather conditions and perform takeoffs and land-ins from land. Private pilots cannot fly aircraft for commercial purposes. All right, fine. We're a general aviation, so this one will be fine for us. Go back.
All the training lessons you'll need to pass the PPL exam are available here. Make sure you're comfortable with these before taking the exam.
Yes, sir. So the exam is 2,000 credits. I imagine you get these credits by doing certain things, unlocking certain activities, completing certain activities. We'll see. So I've done my training over here. So it looks like you can get some aircraft after you do take the exam. What else? So it looks like I still have to take some training, right? I'm not all done with the training, so we'll probably have to work on that. Mainly A's and B's. So let's go to the next one. Okay, so landing, throttle management. Focus on throttle for a smooth approach. Okay, let's do that. I might have to move my mic just so I can get to the yoke a little bit, or to the flight stick and yoke. Or flight stick, I should say. Let's see what this is about. The second landing tutorial will allow you to focus on throttle management. Throttle adjustments will allow you to manage the aircraft's glide path on the final approach without having to rely on the elevator. Nice. Even if you are focusing on the throttle, do not hesitate to make small corrections with the yoke to aligned with the runway. All right. What's this briefing about? Basically everything I said. Let's do it. Let's see. I'm trying to adjust all this, guys. Still loading, I believe. Yep, down here below, you see the little down at the right corner. Okay. So it looks like we're already going to be up in the air.
In the first part of this landing exercise, I want you to stay on the glide path by using the throttle. You can make small corrections with the yoke to stay aligned with the runway. Smooth action on the throttle is key for remaining on the correct glide path. If you find yourself too high, reduce your power. If you're too low, increase it. Remember though, always make soft corrections. You don't want to overcompensate. Now you can use the elevator to land.
Those vappy lights. It's way too high. It says do it gently, right?
500.
Nice. There we go. Ah! Too high, so increase the throttle.
Reduce throttle to idle.
Okay.
Now, focus on the end of the runway and pull back slightly on the yoke to aim the nose just above it. Nice. Now, apply the brakes to slow us down and bring the plane to a stop.
Okay. There we go.
You did well, but you can do better.
Oh, geez, she
Resist
gave
the
me a
temptation
B.
to pull back when above the flare height.
Let's see. What did she give? She probably gave me a B. You know what? Just for the fun of it, let's just retry. Let's try it one more time.
In the first part of this landing exercise, I want you to stay on the glide path by using the throttle. You can make small corrections with the yoke to stay aligned with the runway. Smooth action on the throttle is key for remaining on the correct glide path. If you find yourself too high, reduce your power. If you're too low, increase it. Remember though, always make soft corrections. You don't want to overcompensate.
She won't let me.
Now
Okay,
you
now
can
we're
use the elevator to land.
Whoa! Okay, we're too high.
500.
Come on, vappy lights. We want too red, too white. There we go, perfect. Oh, increase some throttle.
Reduce throttle to idle. Now, focus on the end of the runway and pull back slightly on the yoke to aim the nose just above it. Nice. Now, apply the brakes to slow us down
Yes.
and bring the plane to a stop.
Okay. Last one
You
was
did well,
okay.
but you can do better.
Ah, she still gave me a B, I bet you. Last one was a B. Let's see. Ah. All right, we're gonna leave it at B. So let's go to the next training. Actually, I should have looked at the scoring details, right? We'll try that on the next one. Okay, what is this one? Landed. What goes up must come down. In this training session, you will focus on the key techniques for successful landings. Manage the speed and glide path on the final approach. You flare the aircraft to touch down smoothly. Brake after landing to end the flight safely. I think we can do that. Very similar to the throttle, what we just did, right?
My first instructor used to say, the best part of flying is landing in one piece.
I would hope so.
Today, you're in charge of bringing us in for a safe landing. and I've already set us up in landing configuration at 65 knots with 20 degrees of flaps. Keep your aim point on the runway threshold. When you're 10 feet above the runway, it's time to flare.
Okay. Maintain 65, so we want to pull back up to drop this airspeed. There we go. Oh, now it's too much. And we need to go down so we can speed up again. Okay. We gotta get to the runway. We gotta align ourselves correctly. Okay. Probably do a little bit of a correction here. Keep going left. Watch the speed. We want to go down a little bit because we got to stay around 65. It's probably going to get me on the speed. Now I can push up on the throttle a little bit.
500.
She's gonna get me on the speed. Ooh! That was bad. I slowed down way too much.
Reduce throttle to idle. Now, focus on the end of the runway and pull back slightly on the yoke to aim the nose just above it. Nice. Now, apply the brakes progressively to slow us down and bring the plane to a stop.
Okay.
Use rudder pedals to stay on the center line. You did well, but you can do better.
Better, of course.
Keep in mind that approaching the runway at the right speed is key to a good landing.
I felt like I did C. Oh no, she gave me a B. Okay, well, I'm happy with that. Let's look at the score and details, since I didn't look at that on the last one, right? Let's just see what happens here. So stay aligned with the runway on a stabilized approach while maintaining 65. Clear the aircraft, so you want to bring the aircraft nose up to touchdown with the two rear, right? You never want to land on the nose gear, always on the back. And then you want to stop the aircraft, stay on the center line, and stop the plane on the runway using the brakes. So I probably was a little bit off. So, but I think mainly where I failed, I didn't do so well, is the speed. Because I actually wasn't using throttle. I was just using the pitch to speed and control the plane. So I should have put a little bit more throttle. So all this, what we're doing now, is a training segment for the first part of the career mode, in case you guys just joined us. Downwind, what is this? So this is 4 minutes. Should take me about 4 minutes. So this training session covers the procedures to be performed while flying in a left-hand traffic pattern from the downwind leg to final approach. Traffic patterns, also called circuits, are paths to be followed on takeoff and landing, allowing air traffic to move in and out of airports safely. If you guys fly the VATSIM network on 2020, you'll get a better understanding. You always want to fly the pattern. Each part of the pattern is referred to as a leg, but not an arm. If somebody in chat can tell me why it's called a leg and not an arm, I like to know that in chat. So let's go start training. As you can see, my rendering is doing okay. I mean, I have pretty good internet, so, and I live very close to a few miles away from one of the cache servers from Azure, so I get that content delivered to me pretty quickly. So the game is pretty good. The first night, forget it. I was locked in with the rest of you folks stuck in that queue. All right, let's give this a shot.
Okay, we're currently flying on the downwind leg at the standard traffic pattern altitude of 6,000 feet. It's
Okay.
a flight path parallel to the landing runway, but in the opposite direction. In downwind, you want to start preparing for landing. That means setting your speed and flaps configuration. We are passing the end of the runway, so go ahead and reduce RPM to 1700. It will help you to slow you down to 80 knots and begin your descent.
1700.
The
See, there's a
flaps
bug
provide
there.
extra lift at the expense of additional
When
drag.
she said that,
This
I
extra
was already
lift
at
allows
1200
flying at a lower
RPM.
airspeed. Flaps allow for smoother and shorter landings. Go ahead and extend 10 degrees of flaps,
Okay.
all while maintaining current speed.
Hopefully my bindings are good.
We will turn to the base leg when the end of the runway is
Oh,
at
we
a
gotta speed up.
45-degree angle
We
behind
gotta
us.
speed up. Folks, I am using a controller stick, so it makes it a little bit easier. It's pretty difficult using just a regular Xbox controller.
Turn left onto the base leg.
We don't want to go too much.
Try to keep our speed around 75 knots.
Okay.
Turn left onto final. Keep an eye on the runway as we get ready for our final turn.
The thing up in the corner, my
Make your left turn onto final.
that circular thing is actually wrong for the GPS.
Make your left turn onto final. Keep a stabilized approach with 65 knots airspeed and prepare for landing.
Okay.
Use throttle and flaps as required to adjust the glide slope.
I didn't come far to the left too much.
500.
Ooh, my controller's falling off the ground. Too high. Woo! Should be lower. She's gonna get flare up.
Apply the brakes and stop the plane.
Okay, that I can do. Wow, that took forever.
That was all right. A little more practice will help your accuracy, though.
She's gonna give me a C. I bet you a C. We're gonna try it again. Yeah, we're gonna retry it. Part of what's screwing me up is I was watching the route, and that's off-centered. So let's do that again.
Okay, we're currently flying on the downwind leg, at the standard traffic pattern altitude of 6,000 feet. It's a flight path parallel to the landing runway, but in the opposite direction.
Oh,
In downwind,
we can
you want to start
adjust that.
preparing for landing. That means setting your speed and flaps configuration. We are passing the end of the runway, so go ahead and reduce RPM to 1700. It will help you to slow you down to 80 knots.
I'm
and begin
1500
descent.
already.
The flaps provide extra lift at the expense of additional drag. This extra lift allows flying at a lower airspeed. Flaps allow for smoother and shorter landings. Go ahead and extend 10 degrees of flaps, all while maintaining current speed. We will turn to the base leg when the end of the runway is at a 45-degree angle behind us.
Okay.
Turn left onto the base leg.
God, she had me come out too far.
Try to keep our speed around 75 knots. Keep an eye on the runway as we get ready for our final turn. Turn left onto final. Keep a stabilized approach with 65 knots airspeed. You need to stay in the pattern for the sake of this exercise.
Oh.
Keep a stabilized approach with 65 knots airspeed and prepare for landing. Use throttle and flaps as required to adjust the glide slope.
We're too low, so we gotta go up, pull up a little bit. We want 2 red and 2 white on the VAPI lights over to my left. Woo! I came out too low.
Apply the brakes and stop the plane.
That was bad. I don't think that was an improvement. Maybe a slight improvement.
That was all right. A little more practice will help your accuracy, though.
Okay, that's gonna be a C. Still a C. All right, we'll just move on. First full solar flight. I think I can do this one. You're trained for this, now it's time to show off your skills. Channel all your aviation know-how and complete a standard traffic pattern without any assistance from your instructor. Stay relaxed, operate your aircraft safely, and enjoy your flight. We got this. Chat, we got this. Question is she in the airplane? Probably not. My co-pilot is. The instructor is probably not in the plane with me because it is a solo flight. Let's see. Looks like, yep, it looks like it's just me in the plane.
It's time. Your first solo
It's
flight.
time!
I'll be watching from the ground.
Uh-oh.
In radio contact if you need me, but something tells me you won't. Your goal is to complete Sedona's left-hand traffic pattern on your own. Remember everything we covered in our previous sessions, and you'll be just fine.
All right, chat.
Good luck.
Here we go.
See you on the other side.
My first solo in career mode. See, now the line is correct. There's a bug where it just keeps coming off. We'll rotate around 60. Let's go. Rotate up. Watch the speed, bring back the speed a little bit. Tricky is because you're trying to climb. Pull back up just a little bit. That way it'll lower the speed a little bit. Start turning. See, now it's in alignment. So we can just follow that. A little more throttle. Was it 5,500? Straighten out. Oh, we want to go to 5,700. Start turning left. Let's climb. That. I gotta adjust my seat.
Stall.
Shit. The speed is bad. This is bad. That was another bug. My flaps were already set to 10 degrees. It shouldn't have been that way. I've noticed that even in free flight, it starts you off with flaps. Come on, climb up. Let's go. There we go. Level back off. Get that Get that 6,000. There we go. Some throttle. So we get back to 80. Come on. There we go. Pull back. Woo! Bringing the throttle back. Jeez. Get closer in. Get closer in. Game speaker's doing his. Ooh. Airspeed way too high. Way too high. She's gonna penalize me. I'm gonna use the VAPI lights. Come down a little bit. There we go, there we go, perfect. 65, drop the speed. Now I gotta flare up a little bit. Ay, ay, ay. There we go, there we go, there we go. Ah! We want to touch down right about now. Keep it flaring up. And let's see what they give us.
I think a bit more practice may be a good idea. You're on your way to becoming one hell of a pilot.
Yeah. Ugh, I don't like that. Should I take it or should I move on? Let's see what our score was. I don't like C, so I'm going to try it again. Try it one more time.
It's time. Your first solo flight.
I haven't got my
I'll be
controls
watching from the ground,
like
in
adjusted
radio contact
quite
if you
right
need
yet.
me, but something tells me you won't. Your goal is to complete Sedona's left-hand traffic pattern on your own. Remember everything we covered in our previous sessions, and you'll be just fine.
All right.
Good luck. See you on the other side.
Hang on a second. Let me adjust my OBS window so I can read chat a little bit better. Rendexy, welcome. I'm using a combination of keyboard, but mainly I'm using a Thrustmaster T-HOTUS 1 with the PC, along with the mouse. And this for my camera, the Xbox controller. So it's a mix of things. So let's go. Let's give this throttle. And here we go. See, my flaps are already up. I don't... It always starts me out with flaps, even in free flight. There's some bugs to this. Let's go up. Come on. There we go. I'll try this one more time. 75 knots. We want to reach 5,300 feet.
Don't sink, don't sink, don't sink, don't sink,
Yeah.
don't sink.
No, you're absolutely right. The thing with the trim, I'm still trying to get that. I'm still trying to get my HOTUS profile, you know, all the bindings and stuff set up, because the binding that comes with it by default, it's bad. This bank left. Ooh. But thank you for the suggestion of using the trim. I need to fix that. I gotta find out what the button that's supposed to be assigned. I see. So we need to climb. Okay. The speed will drop as we climb. So I need to bring up the throttle a little bit so we can maintain that speed that they're requiring of me. But I appreciate y'all's assistance, because there's so much going on, right, that sometimes we just need to be reminded a little bit so it sinks in. We still got to get up to 6,000 so we can complete that. Yes. Yeah, because usually I do the FLC and I set it at 7,400 and it's beautiful. So we'll get down to the downward. Okay. Let's climb, 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 climb. Start turning left. Okay, now we're gonna turn that final left. And there she is. Reduce throttle. Okay, we want 2 red, 2 whites.
destroyed.
I'm coming in too fast. Gently come down. Come on. It's still too high. All white's too high, all red's too low. Okay. Ooh, that was a bad slam. It's flaky. Like when I set him, the game, the sim actually will remove it for me. It's fighting me. So I don't know what's going on with that either. I'm thinking about removing everything and then just doing some setup.
I think a bit more practice may be a good idea. You're on
Yes.
your way to becoming one hell of a pilot.
Correct. I agree with that. Yeah. So that's why I wanted to do this first look, just to make sure the game. But now, after I do this stream, I'm actually going to go back and start tweaking my bindings and making sure the controls actually work correctly. So now what I need to do. So we did all the training, right? Okay. So what's next? I guess we go back. So we were here. So what's next? Right. More pleasant time. Yes, yes. I mean, I'm having a good time now, right? But I get it, right? I mean, when the controllers are working, like in 2020, I don't have nearly. It's like I'm fighting it, and it's worse in 2024 because the controls are kind of messed up. But now they're throwing like their turbulence and all that other fun stuff at you. So it's making it a little bit harder. But overall, I'm having a good time. I know over time, things will improve. So chat, do you guys know where I'm supposed to go next? I did all the training, it looks like. Do I need to take the exam? That's what it looks like. So it's time to take the exam on stream for the first time. No pressure, game speaker. Let's see. Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay. It's probably not too bad. Ooh! The exam is a one-time payment, so 2,000 credits. So the question is, if I fail, how do I get more credits? What would I need to do to come back here with enough credits? Anybody know? If chat can help me out, I would greatly appreciate that. Oh, okay. That makes, okay. I was overthinking it. But you see my concern? Because I was like, do I need to go do some activities or some other things, you know. So let's go ahead and do that. Ooh, that hurt. Seeing all that credit drop. Time to pass your private pilot's license. This is your ticket into the world of aviation. For the practical test, you will need to complete a standard traffic pattern. Ooh, maybe I shouldn't have done this. But we'll see. Traffic. Each section of the pattern is referred to as the lane. All right. Interesting clouds. I've never seen that before. That's kind of cool. Yeah. Yeah, you know what? I'm thinking I need to go back and tweak my controls and then take this, right? Of course, I can get out, right? Hopefully I can get out. Yeah. Let's do something. Go back to headquarters. Do a little bit of some other stuff first. Go here. Let's look at my controls. So this is what I have. I have the T-HOTUS one. And in this profile, so you said for trim, right? Let's look at the trim. Make sure I have my general profile and my airplane profiles. And I don't have any specific for the Skyhawk yet. So let's go ahead and put trim and see what that is. Trim and flaps. Okay. Trim down the nose, so it's joystick or B. Wait. It's B, right? So I should change. I should unbind the joystick, right? Because it looks like my secondary is B. Let me think about this. Because my landing gear, I believe, well, I'm flying a Cessna, so I don't need B for my landing gear. Now, if I was in the CJ, I could do B's. I'm used to having B on my for my landing gear. But we can change it to B here. So let's go here. And let's make that B. Whoop. No, okay. Not B on the keyboard, B on my throttle. Yeah, see, that's the stuff I'm talking about. Like, I copied my profile from, the default that comes with it. And I made a duplicate copy into here, and this is still what I get. Yeah, it's weird. That's why I'm saying you still have to tweak it. And that's why I wanted to do that kind of first look, just to see what's going on. But obviously, like I rate all kinds of things. People have all kinds of things with their controller. But here I can actually set it here, B. And then we got a conflict. So here, I'm going to try to clear it out. I'm not going to save it. Just go back. Okay, we're gonna look for that. So let's go back to trim. This guy right here. Let's see what that is. Pause off. Why would they do that? I mean, why would they map B? See, okay. I don't want this. So. Anyway, I'm gonna go fix this. Guys, I'm gonna actually, I need to leave right now, but this is a good point. Renduxy, thank you so much for your suggestions on going back to make sure that I have the trim and the flaps binding correctly. Like I said, it's buggy. You've seen it here, and that's why I was struggling. So that's why I did not complete the exam. But I will fix this. But I will return back. So make sure if you guys like this stream, found it somewhat useful for you folks that were completely new, I would greatly appreciate it. It's a great community that I'm trying to build. And if you could hit that like button for me, I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you, and see y'all next time. Let me just get back out of here. Okay, that makes sense too, Renduxy. Thank you so much. Yeah. I gotta do my homework. But anyway, thank you folks for sticking around, being patient with me, but we will get this. Exciting times. See ya.